Yeah, so well, so coming to today's session, we'll be moving on to our unit 4, guys. Unit 4, and the concept would be three concepts are there in unit 4. Number one would be package, number two would be exceptional handling, okay, and number three would be multi-threading. As part of this packages, we'll be again learning first what are predefined packages, okay, uh, already existing, okay, which are given by Sun Microsystem, James Gosling and team. If somewhere you're not happy with the predefined package, and then you can go with user defined packages, where you'll be creating your own package and you'll be adding the features to the package. So what does package consist of? Again, package consists of, it's a group of libraries actually. Okay, so it consists of your group of interfaces, classes, okay, methods, okay, functionalities, right? Just like we have been see again in this packages, if you go, you'll again see two categories like core packages, then advanced packages. Often, most of the time, when we are working with Java programming, we don't specify few basic packages because those functionalities will be working by default, like maybe like println or print method, okay, some square root functionalities. So all that we need not specify. So often they'll be working like string method handling functions. Okay, some specified packages you need to add. Okay, then user defined packages, you creating a package, then creating some classes, interfaces, then using those packages in the other location, right? Will any have see this packages concept now? Then as part of exceptional handling. So what do you mean by exceptional handling, guys? What do you mean by exceptional handling? Package understood, right? So if you ask me similar, it is kind of a folder kind of thing, guys. Usually when you go to your folders, when you go to your lappy and you go to your location, okay, you save in a very systematic manner, right? So for example, if I go to office, so I create separate folders like internship, then covering letters, E4CV, EPAM, ISRO, induction program. If I go with internship, then again, okay. So in that way, if you're going with some NAC folder, then I have my course file formats, okay, personal file. In personal file again, I have all different folders, okay. So you're specifically creating some locations and you're adding that path to it so that next time when you want, okay, it becomes easy for us in the similar way if you go to your syllabus, okay. So you create a separate folders like unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, okay. So now we are starting with new folder, so sorry, so you create a new folder again, okay, saying unit 4, okay, so that from today's sessions you'll be saving everything in the unit 4, right? So suddenly if I want some data, syllabus, so I started in the unit 1, so I'll directly go to unit 1 and then I'll catch hold of the syllabus, right? So it is becoming easy for us, right? So as part of packages, this is what the syllabus you're having, guys. Just copying it here. So take it here. Okay. As part of packages, of course, it is API support, application program interfaces support. Then we'll be going with system packages, then naming conversions. How do we include those packages in the program? Like we write, something like this. We write new keyword, we are going to get introduced import. Okay. Import, then Java dot, okay, lang package. So there's some difference. If I don't write this star and if I specify this star, there's some difference. Okay. When I say star, you're including all. Okay, all the classes and interface, everything gets loaded. Okay. Then we'll also make use of one more keyword called package. When you're creating your own package, you're specifying some package name followed by oops underscore CSC. So you're creating your own package, and the name of the package is oops underscore CSC. In this package, you can write any number of classes, methods, all that again. So naming conversions, all that we are going to see. Then how do we create and access a package? So somewhere if you are not happy with the predefined or system packages, then you can create your own packages. That's what I was talking about, user-defined packages, right? Then adding that package to a class, and how do we access the features of that particular class? How do we import that package in another class? Okay, so all that we are going to see. Okay, so there won't be much concentration on predefined packages because already they are already defined. So my most concentration would be on to user defined package. Okay. Then coming to exceptional handling, the next concept. So as part of exceptional handling, we are going to see good topics because entire exception handling will be covered, guys, okay, in detail. This is what your syllabus you're having, guys. Just a minute. So first, we will try to understand like why exception. Okay, what is the error? What is difference between error and exception? Okay, then what kind of exceptions we usually get? Okay, or what kind of errors we usually get? Okay, we get compile time errors, we get runtime errors. Okay, so we handle those errors. Okay, so what are those error handling techniques? Okay, then what is the use of exceptional handling? Okay, usually we don't handle errors, right? You get errors, then we come back and we look at that error and we resolve it. Okay, but end user point of view, it will become difficult if you just throw error onto his face and you say, boss, your application is not working, now you can close the application. So it doesn't look good, right? You have to also specify like what is the problem is, they have undergone there, how to handle that. Okay, so sometimes when user types password as wrong, so you have to give him a hint saying like, password, what you have typed is a wrong password. Okay. Sometimes mobile number he has displayed only 9 digits. You have to tell him, boss, mobile number format is in this way and you have to specify 10 numbers. Okay. The same way email ID. Okay. There's a lot of times people only specify, like the first name itself, like email ID RaviKanth27787 at gmail.com, but they only specify RaviKanth27787. Okay, you also have to tell him like, boss, you have to use at the rate, okay, and then some gmail.com or yahoo.com. Okay, so in that way you have to give him some specific message kind of thing. Okay. Then how do you handle this errors, and what are different ways of handling? Then who is going to handle, who is going to throw exception, all those things. Okay, so first we are going to throw the exception. Okay, which would be done by using, I mean to say try block is going to handle that exception. Then, that error handling code would be written in the try block. Then later catch is going to handle. So we are going to see again keywords like try, catch, throw, throws, and finally. Okay, so 5 keywords we are going to see as part of exceptional handling, guys. So try, then the other keyword would be catch. Okay, then throws. Okay, then throw, then throws. Okay, then finally. we'll be understanding in each case what happens. Okay, we'll also see like when I write try block, is it mandatory that I have to write all this again? Okay, is it mandatory that I have to write a try block? Without try block, can't I write a catch block? Can't I write a throw block? Can't I write a finally block? Actually, throw and throws are not the blocks. We just use those keywords in order to throw an exception. But there are three blocks which we'll be writing in exception handling. One is try block, the other is catch block, and the other is finally block. So what is that connectivity between this try, catch, throw, throws, and finally we are going to see. Then we have again exceptions in two categories. So we'll be learning two categories of exception. One is checked exceptions. Okay. And the other is unchecked exceptions. Then we are going to see like what is the difference between checked exception and unchecked exception. What all classes interfaces comes under checked exception. Then under unchecked exception, what all classes and interfaces comes. Okay. And top class would be exception class again. Okay. So under it, we are going to see all this categories wise, right? We'll see good number of examples, guys. Don't worry. We'll see a lot of test cases, how each block is different and how we handle everything. Okay. Then coming to unit 3, it is actually multi-threading. Okay. So as part of multi-threading, we are going to see again first whenever we say multi-threading. Okay, multi in the sense multiple tasks. Okay, so first I'll try to introduce you what is multitasking all about. Okay, so what is multitasking? Then when I say multitasking, there are two concepts again. Okay, so processing. Okay, and then multi threading. So, whose job is this multiprocessing? Who's going to do this multiprocessing job? Are we going to do this? No, it is not our job. It is completely job of operating system. So operating system will look into this multiprocessing, all that kind of thing. And multiple requests are come. Okay, maybe one side you are having to take a printout, on the other side you are going to have a scan. Okay, or maybe there are two print copies. Now you are given two print requests. Okay, or maybe you are accessing multiple windows now. Okay, so now I'm accessing a lot of applications. Okay, I'm accessing Notepad. Okay, Notepad application. I'm accessing Windows OS. I mean Windows. What do we say? Microsoft Office Windows application. I mean Word application. Okay, two applications are running in the backend, and the other application which I'm using is Google Chrome. Okay, where onto Google Chrome again I'm also using Google Meet. Okay, then on the other end I'm also using LMS. Okay, so I'm also using your command prompt. Okay, so lot of applications I'm using, guys. Okay, parallelly. So how are the resources getting shared among different applications? Okay, so I'm able to use all parallelly, right? Your operating system is not telling like, boss, you are using command prompt, so you have to wait. It is not telling like, boss, you are using LMS, you have to wait. It is not telling like, boss, you are using Google Meet, so you have to wait for the next application. No. Okay, so parallelly I'm able to access everything, right? So multi-processing. Usually we guys also do a lot of multi-processing or multitasking jobs, right? Now a lot of people are doing multitasking jobs, right? You're concentrating on the lecture. On the other side, you're writing your running notes. Okay, you're also recording my lecture. Okay, for previous sessions. Hmm? You're also referring some textbook. Hmm? You're referring some journals, you're referring some websites, you're referring some portals regarding this concepts. ఊరుకోండి సార్ మరి మీరు జోక్ చేస్తారా? Okay, now coming to the scenario. You have on your lappy, and you have on your mobiles. You have logged into your Google Meet. Okay, and you have kept your mobile aside. Okay, now you have just on that speaker. Somebody just connected earphones. Okay, and you have put your mic on mute mode. You have put your screen on mute mode. Okay, you're having your breakfast, somebody is having their he's brushing up, just now he woke up. Okay, just see, looking at the message in the WhatsApp group, he just woke up. Oh, we have a class. Okay, fine, let's mark attendance first. Okay, first thing is attendance, then next is class. If I don't listen class also, no problem, but I have to mark attendance, because attendance would be there for only 10 minutes, right? Class would be there for 45 minutes or 50 minutes. I can join class at any time. Hmm? Right? So all this kind of multi-processing you are doing or not? How many of you are doing the second case of multi-processing? I mean multitasking. How many of you are going with first category of multitasking? How many of you are going with second category of multitasking? Would like to hear from you in the chat box. Yes, guys. Srija says both, first and second, both, sir. Very good. Harsha says all categories, sir. Okay. Anupama is very sincere. She says only first. Yashwant is also very sincere. He also says only first. Very good. Anupama and Yashwant. Amshi also says first. Now everybody wants to give first only. I know. Yes. Nobody is coming forward saying, no, sir, we are going with second one. No one, sir, just going through what you are saying. Okay. Okay. Fine. Vijay says, yeah, without any hesitation, Vijay says, yes, sir, I am going with second one. Okay, very good, fantastic. See, a lot of times your, mom also has this multitasking job. Very often we see this multitasking job from mom, right? She spends a lot of time. We have to appreciate all the moms, working really hard for their families at house. They spend a lot of time in the kitchen, which is not really a good thing, because we cannot spend 3 to 4 hours in the kitchen. You know how tough job it is. Okay, preparing delicious food. Okay, she prepares very delicious food. She takes care of her family. She takes care of the kids, right? So usually we see, they do all multitasking jobs. Okay, in the kitchen, they prepare some food. They prepare rice. Okay, they prepare dal. Okay, they prepare some snacks items. Okay, then on the other side, they won't be free. They'll be also washing the bowls. They'll also keep other things very neat. Okay, then on the other side, they'll also keep serving their kids when they're hungry. Okay, and on the other end, they have to prepare a lunch box to their to her husband. Okay, so all these things apparently she'll be doing, right? So she's not telling kids like, I'm busy preparing food, you have to wait. She's not telling her husband like, no, I'm preparing breakfast to kid, you have to wait. Okay, she's not telling, I'm washing balls, so you have to wait. No, parallelly, she's doing all these jobs. Never mom said, I'm busy, I'm blocked, I cannot do. I have never heard, from my mom or maybe from my wife. Okay, every time, my wife, my mom, they'll be busy, doing all these things. Okay. Yes, 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 Srija, wonderful Srija. Srija says nowadays they are feeding when they are busy with online classes, sir. Uh, a fee. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, when they are in online classes, you are writing your exams. Okay. In the kitchen already, they prepare lunch to you. On the other end, they'll also get breakfast. Okay. They'll put spoon and they'll tell, please, please eat, have this breakfast. they'll pamper you, right? Even these days also, Srija is getting that facility. Hmm? So you must thank your mom now. Hmm? So multitasking is happening everywhere, guys. Okay, so multitasking, okay, the behavior is changing. Okay, even I change my behavior when when I go to class. I have to behave as a faculty. Okay, when I when some other students comes to me for some doubts, okay, I have to behave as a mentor. Okay, guiding them, assisting them. Okay, when I come to my house, when my kid comes to me, I cannot tell my kid is sit properly. Okay, listen to my class. I cannot tell that. Okay, he'll just go to her mom, and my kid says to her mom, something is wrong with dad now. Okay, because he's telling, look at the board. Okay, sit in my class. Okay, so I have to maintain like a father relation to my son. Okay, the same way when I go to my wife, I have to maintain a husband relation, right? So single person behaving, okay, differently. Mm. And doing different tasks parallelly. Okay, so all that, right? So here also, so operating system is also doing the same job. Okay, it is also sharing its resources. CPU resources has been shared to all these applications. Okay, never ever operating system said, boss, I am busy. Anytime did you get any message from operating system saying like, I am busy, I am fully loaded, you cannot give me any task further? No, right? Maybe sometimes it has give slow down. Okay, so so speed might have reduced. Usually that happens every time, right? It happens with us also. Okay, we also do a lot of multitasking job, right? But when overload is given to you, you also sometimes reduces your speed, right? Same thing happens. Now, sir, what is our job? Then what is this multi-threading all about? So who is going to be responsible for this multi-threading? Is it operating system? No, guys. Okay. So this is purely from the point of programming point of view. Programming point of view. So who is going to write this programming? Operating system? James Gosling team? James Gosling team has given us some functionalities, but we have to write those threading concept. Okay, multi-threading concept. So it is purely programmer job to implement this multi-threading. Okay, so this is with respect to programming. So as part of multi-threading, you know, we are going to see these concepts. Very, very important concepts, guys. Okay, what I'm discussing unit 4 are very much important, because all these concepts you'll be using in your project side. When you go for internships also, these concepts are very much helpful, guys. Okay, three concepts very much important and very much easier concept. Okay. So as part of multi-threading, first we'll see how to create a thread, or what is a thread. Okay, at that time I'll also try to make you understand between what is a process and what is a thread. Okay, people tell thread is a lightweight component. Okay, so thread is very light, so we are calling lightweight. No, okay, it's not like that. I'll tell you. Okay, so why process is called heavyweight and thread is lightweight. So with respect to memory point of view, or sharing point of view, so all that we will see. Then life cycle of thread, very much important concept again. Okay, 8 out of 10 times, you'll have this question in your mid paper or maybe EST paper, guys. Okay, you'll have definitely one question. Okay. So what is the life cycle? Like just like what we have studied in our biology, if you remember in our seventh, eighth standards. Okay, life cycle of a frog, life cycle of a human being. Okay, in the same way, life cycle of a thread. Okay, so what happens when a thread has been created, and in which stages does this thread move? Okay, so here we'll be seeing a lot of stages, like we'll see first stage would be start stage. Okay, and last stage would be end state. Okay, start state in the sense the moment the thread has been created, end state or maybe stop state. Okay? or maybe we call dead state. In a sense, the job is done. Okay, no more the thread is under existing state. In between, you will have again active state. Okay, then you'll again have inactive state. Okay, so when will the thread be in active state? When will the thread be in inactive state? Okay, and again I go with active state. Then I have running state. Okay, running state, and then we have runnable state. Okay, where in this again we are going to see a lot of methods like run method. Okay, yield yield method. Okay, so we'll see different methods as part of inactive state. You'll be again having blocked state. So in block state again we'll see when will the thread go to inactive state. Then we'll have methods like sleep method, wait method. Okay, notify method. Okay, then notify all method. Okay, we'll see like okay what is the importance of each method, then how it is going to work. Okay, so this is all about your multi-threading life cycle stages. In detail, I'll explain you with architecture, all that. Okay. Then comes defining, thread. Okay. Defining thread, we can define in two ways again by making use of extends keyword, extending to your main class. Then we can also make use of runnable interface by implementing to runnable interface. Okay. So two ways we can define thread, and we can also run the thread. And thread methods, so what I was talking about these things, so those thread methods we are going to see here. Okay, we have like we if you want to know which thread we are working, we have multiple threads working, right? So which thread is active, which thread is inactive, which thread at what time it has started, okay, what time it is going to stop. Okay, we'll see end of the day we'll see like what is the difference between normal programming and multi-threading programming. Multi-threading in the sense parallelly you are doing, right? Okay, so multi-threading in the sense you are parallelly doing. So when I say parallelly, obviously the time is going to get reduced, right? So here parallelly I'm working with all this task. Okay, so obviously the time is going to get reduced. Vijay, don't worry, in detail I'm going to explain you. Okay. Okay, I said thread is a lightweight component. I just had a hold there. Okay, don't worry. In detail, I'm going to explain you what is thread, what is life cycle, everything. I'll take not less than 3 hours to complete this concepts. Okay, 3 to 4 hours is minimum required for this. Okay, then thread priority is one important concept again. Imagine like two threads have come with the same priority. Then for which thread do you give more priority? Okay, just like I would like to give example of a traffic signals. Huh. You have traffic signals now. Okay, so usually they operate the traffic signals based on some time priority, right? They'll fix some time when you go to a signal junction. Okay, maybe there are some green, red, and yellow colors. You stop there, and they'll be given some 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Okay, sometimes 1 minute based on the place. Okay, if it is crowdy places, they try to reduce the time. Okay, so that traffic will not be get disturbed. Then four directions they'll divide it. Okay, accordingly, north, east, west, south. Okay, then imagine suddenly on one route there is some MLA is coming. Okay, he is coming, and the traffic people have to clear the route, right? Because he is going to some secretariat for a meeting, so they have to clear. Imagine. Okay, suddenly on the other end, अपना chief minister KCR Saab is coming. Okay, so then there is some priority given, right? So they have to stop MLA and other people, and they have to give priority to our chief minister, because again, there's a lot of responsibilities which are taken up by our CM sub, so he has to be in time, so that the other people, they'll join. So first preference will be given for CM sub, then MLA, then other common people, right? Suddenly, there is our prime minister has come. Okay, so obviously first preference, CM sab says, please let the prime minister go. Okay, then I'll go. Okay, so first the route will be clear for PM sab, then our CM sab, then MLA sab, then our common people, right? Suddenly governor sab has come. Okay, or maybe president has come to visit our Telangana. Okay, so based on that, the priority is given for, based on the category wise, right? So even here, everywhere priority is given. Okay, when you go with operating system also, it will also have priority. Okay, so which task I have to give priority now? Here also the same job. Okay, when you have gone for a bank for some transaction, for whom I have to give priority? Okay, both are trying to access at the same time. Okay, father and child. Now, do I need to give father or do I need to give priority to child? Okay, so we have thread priority which will be listing out from 1 to 10. Okay, so normal priority would be 5, and minimum priority would be 1, and max priority would be 10. So we'll again see some programming onto it. Okay, then imagine both the threads have got similar priority, same priority. They're accessing a common method. Okay, if they're accessing different methods, no problem. If they're trying to access the same feature, same method, then the problem arises. Okay, so how do we schedule in such way? How the threads are scheduled, and how do we provide that single thread accessing that particular method at single point of time? Okay, so we make use of again synchronization concept. We have one more keyword called synchronize keyword. So we'll make use of the keyword, and again we'll see the programming part. Okay, how we are blocking one thread and how we are giving access to other thread. Okay, so all that we are going to see in detail, guys. Okay, so on the whole, for packages I would require around 1 or 2 sessions, which is small concepts. Okay, then for exception handling, I require 2 or 3 sessions, guys. Okay, because one day, I have to explain about the exception handling basic concept. Then I'll be working with the programming part. Okay, yeah, making use of try, catch, throws, and finally, and then check the exceptions, uncheck the exceptions. And for multi-threading, I would require 3 to 4 sessions, because every concept is important. I require 1 sessions completely for threading, thread scale synchronization. I need 1 session for thread scheduling and thread priority. Okay, so I need 1 session for life cycle of thread. Okay, so on the whole, it would take around 9 to 10 sessions to complete your unit 3, guys. Okay, so very important unit. I don't want students to miss out any of the classes. Okay, so I think by this end of this month, I'll be able to complete your unit 4 also, guys. Okay, so whenever there is hold from the academic section, I'll just hold the session. But till that time, until and unless we receive an official communication that we have to stop the regular class work, so I have to just keep going. So students who are having examinations, please go through the recorded lectures. I'm posting it every day. So go through the recorded lectures. If you have any doubt, you're most welcome to come back to me. Okay, if you want any concept to be repeated also, please let me know, because last class somebody wanted strings concepts to be explained. So I have done that. So if you want any concept, okay, from unit 1 to unit 4 or upcoming days also, you're most welcome. You can come back to me. I'll explain you that concept once again. Okay. So anyways, shall we move with first concept today, or shall we have it on other day? Shall we go with packages? Okay, Supriya, I'll share that, Supriya. I thought, yesterday's session strings that would be fine. So anyways, as you want, I'll just check with my recordings and I'll share that, Supriya. Okay. So shall we go ahead with packages or you want me to give a break today? Yes, guys? It's over to you. If you want me to go ahead with packages, I'll start packages now. If you want me to put a hold, then fine. Okay, Yashwant. Okay, fine. Fine, Saiteja. Okay. That's okay, guys. Okay. Okay. So at least you got an overview, right? What we are going to study in Unit 4. Okay. Just three concepts. Okay. So, but I'm damn sure, like, in your, interview, you will definitely have one question out of it, guys. Okay. And if you are enough capable of handling, you will crack your offer there. Okay. Even in your EST also, I see every time one or two questions from these concepts, guys. Okay. And your midterm, I need not tell you now. Okay. So three concepts. So let's see, like, if we can have one session tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Let me check with your timetable. So accordingly, if we can plan for one session, I'll try to complete packages concept, guys. Okay. So let me know accordingly. We will proceed. Okay. Fine, guys. Thank you all. Thank you for your patient listening. So see you all in the next session. Take care. You can join for the next sessions, guys. Yeah, tomorrow we have lab session, Anupama, right? I'll be there in the lab session. Okay, we'll look into it. Thank you all.